Hello, Steve White, TrickBoy89 for Steve Hearts89. Well, this is an interesting one. I saw this a couple of days ago. I didn't pay much attention to it because it was just speculation, really. There was an article that was released by Inverse by Ryan Britt, and basically was asking, will Strange New Worlds change Spock in a huge historic way, basically making him gay? Basically, Star Trek fans know that Spock isn't strictly heterosexual. Could it become canon? So this guy was basically just speculating. So they acted like, bait, clickbait. They basically acted like they had some sort of scoop that Discovery, Strange New Worlds, was going to make Spock gay. Well, no, they're just speculating that he could be and suggesting that he should be. And I have no issue with that myself because I'm gay and I don't have a problem with Spock being gay. I always kind of saw him as kind of coded as gay ever since he was certainly outsider that gay people identified with in the original show and the movies. But when they got to Enterprise and they had the AIDS epidemic allegory, they had melders sort of compared to people with AIDS, and Spock was a melder, and the idea was that melders were actually looked down upon, like a minority, a deviant sort of element of the culture. And I kind of felt that that was kind of aligning them with gay culture and sort of coding Spock, Vulcans and Spock as gay. So that didn't bother me at all. And of course, Ethan Peck is gorgeous, so why wouldn't I want to see him with a guy? And I normally don't like white guys, but actually find him quite attractive. Not necessarily as Spock, although he does look good in the EVA suits. But sorry, but I can't help it. But yeah, I don't have an issue with it. But the funny thing is how much people are getting upset about it. And it's ridiculous because, number one, he's an alien culture. Even though he's half human, he's an alien culture. He was raised on Vulcan. We have no real idea what their ideas of sexuality are. And if they have any issues, if they have any hang-ups, it seems quite illogical to me that they would. So why wouldn't they? And let's face it, there's no reason to think that more people will be gay in the future, but they certainly won't have the hang-ups that we do. So people who are gay or have some level of gayness or bisexuality will have no issue exploring it or expressing it, and no one will have any issue with them showing it. So if Spock did have any feelings towards another male, why would there be any issues with him expressing that? So why wouldn't we see that? Same thing with Kirk. There was a whole issue about they're saying Kirk should be gay, they should do this, they couldn't do it in the original series, so they should do it now. Well, there's no particular reason to, but also no particular reason why not to. There's no reason why he couldn't be bisexual, so why not? I have no issue with it at all, but it's funny how many people do. They're like, you're destroying his character because making him gay would demean him, because they think being gay is a demeaning thing, because they think less of gay people. That's basically, if you have a problem with Spock or Kirk being gay, you're basically homophobic. Now, if you want to look at canon, there's nothing to say they particularly were, so if you want to just argue canon, well, fine, but you're usually arguing it because you have an issue with the actual homosexuality. But the other thing they brought up, and this whole article was sort of based on this, in Gene Roddenberry's novelization of Star Trek The Motion Picture, there's some implication that Kirk referred to Spock as a lover. They appear to refer to each other as brothers. Supposedly he referred to him as his lover, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure I read that book and I didn't see that. What was the term? Love partner. Now, like I said, I read that book when I was a teenager. I'm pretty sure I would have noticed anything particularly gay. I think they're reading into that. The term was T-Hyla, so T-H-Y-L-A. I don't quite know how that's pronounced, and it's basically supposed to mean brother. So I don't know where they got lover from. I would have to go back and read the book. I don't have a copy of the book anymore. I threw out my old copies. I skinned them. I kept the covers. And I was going to buy the new edition of the book that they released of Star Trek The Motion Picture a couple of years ago, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So I don't have an actual copy to look at. I've got a digital copy somewhere on my computer which I cannot find. But I'm going to take other people's word for it, because people are saying they didn't say they were lovers. And I'm pretty sure I would have remembered if they did. But even if they did, that's a novelization. It's not canon necessarily, even though Gene wrote it. And yeah, I don't know what to make of it, but I don't have a problem with it. And like I said, most people who do are homophobic, and a lot of people are showing their colours by reacting this hard to a little speculation article, which is basically just wishful thinking on somebody's part. But yeah, it's interesting because a lot of people got really upset, including Shatner, when they implied Kirk could or would or should be bisexual in the series. So just get over it. There's nothing wrong with being gay, and making a character gay, there's nothing wrong with it, particularly since most humans are bisexual to a degree, so it's not surprising in the future that they would explore that if they felt like it, because there'd be no issue and no reason not to. So I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.